good environment for folks to learn how to speak.
Yeah, and it's so important. I'm sure there are a lot of people like, well, why do I need to go and learn how to speak? But it's in all aspects of life. It's one of those things, people who know me know that, I can talk in front of a crowd. Maybe I don't speak clearly in front of a crowd, but I don't have a fear of that. Some people have public speaking is one of the most fearful things that people have. I think it's right behind death or in front of death. I'm not sure which, in terms of public speaking. And people are also, well, I'm not in a job that involves public speaking. Every single job, every single thing you do in life involves interaction. It might not be necessarily in front of a big crowd. It might be just two people talking back and forth cohesively, I guess is the best way to put it. And that's what you guys do at the meeting. It's a fun meeting. I've been to the meetings, and it's so much fun, and it's the most relaxed thing. The first 5 minutes you are nervous. You are just like, I can't talk. But the crowd there makes it so comfortable.
It's a wonderful group, so supportive. The first meeting that I ever went to, I was surprised with how positive the feedback was for the speakers.
Right. Yeah, there was no negativity at all.
Right.
But pointing it out, and then once you realize, literally after that first meeting, the things that I learned in those 2 hours, and I've remembered those things. And it's really interesting, and I know Hans Bauer, who's not here this morning, he's involved and loves it. He talks about it all the time, about how much fun it is.
He is so much fun. He's one of the funniest members in the group. I love Hans. We all love Hans. We do. And he is one of the members who has put together a demo to go out and do a test speech and an evaluation. And they've gone to a Kiwanis Club to give folks an idea of what we do.
And so what do you do?
Well, our meetings they're structured. That we have roles such as a grammarian, we have a timer, we have an counter. These things help to give us more information so that we can be better speakers. It's incredible how many filler words people who are famous, even past presidents, the amount of it's really surprising.
Absolutely.
Once you know to listen for it. Then we have impromptu speaking, and then we'll have planned speeches, prepared speeches with prepared evaluators giving them feedback. There are some folks who it may take them months or even a year before they're comfortable getting up to speak, and that's fine.
And that is one of the nice things. It's not like, okay, Andrea, next week you have to speak. If you're not ready for it, you don't have to do it. And one of the ones you just mentioned there, which I think is, and I remember being there, is like, what do you mean the time speech? But it is so important to say, okay, you have 2 minutes to speak. And you've got to get your point across in 2 minutes. And sometimes people, well, that must have been 2 minutes and it was 30 seconds. Or they're at the 2 minute mark and they're like, and they haven't even begun yet. So very interesting for whatever it might be. If you're in sales, you only have a minute or two. Maybe you're customer service, you're working at the front desk of a hotel, or you're a server, or any of those things. You only have a limited amount of time. Because after too long, people get, okay, he's droning on now. It's very interesting to do the timing part. That was probably my favorite, because realizing how much time that you had to speak.
Yes, absolutely. I would not be sitting here were it not for what I've learned in Toastmasters. My business is more successful. I have more confidence speaking to my clients, even to my friends and family. It's a good thing.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So you have an open house coming up.
We do on October 18th. Anyone and everyone is welcome to come to our meeting where we will describe in detail each role. And that's Hans and his group are going to do the demo speech, which it's so funny. Yeah, with Hans, of course, it's funny, and Meryl, who is also an absolute cut up.
Yeah.
It's great.
Now, of course, everybody's welcome at any meeting.
Yes.
That's, but this is a great opportunity to find out what it's all about. And probably to go and realize, this is something for me.
Definitely. And there's no pressure at all. Just come and check it out. Come sit in the back if you want. We'll have snacks. We'll have something to drink.
Oh, snacks. Okay.
Well, see, there we go. Free snacks.
Got to have free snacks.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a picture. Yeah, there's a picture of Hans speaking right now.
That's great.
And all meetings are held where?
It is at Granite State College, which is in the Tech Village in Conway, just a little bit past Levitt's when you're heading south on Route 16.
And it's upstairs, so you go up there
Yep.
and find the crowd up there. And it's a welcoming crowd. Now, you've been involved since 2014. Is that what it is?
I have. And my first year was rather a shocker that it happened, but there are speech contests held. And that year there are always humorous speech contests. I made it all the way to the finals. It seemed like some kind of a fluke, talking about my dog and her doggy best friend.
Yeah.
I went over by, you talk about timing, I went over by 2 seconds.
Really?
2 seconds and I was disqualified.
Wow.
I know.
But, it's one of the things, I think what's really important is one of the things you just said, that you have your own business, and so it involves, dealing with customers, both selling to them and also explaining to them what might be wrong with their computers or what's now right with their computers, whatever it might be. But as you said, you're more successful in your business now.
I am. In part because I have more confidence talking to my clients. So Toastmasters is not just about public speaking and one-on-one speaking. It's also about developing leadership skills.
And how important is that? I mean, that's again, in any job, and I guess that's kind of one of the things that I'm trying to stress is that everybody from all walks of life can benefit from Toastmasters and learning how to speak clearly, not be a mumbler, not being, I just did the there, not staggering over your words. It really makes a difference. I remember probably 10 years ago, I was at an event, and the gentleman got up and spoke. He was the president of this corporation, and I have never heard anybody speak more concisely and clearly. And he was off the cuff. He did not have a script in front of him, and it was mesmerizing. And what he was talking about, it was about cystic fibrosis, and it was talking about so very technical, but just unbelievable the information that was being given and spoken so clearly. And so you want to listen. And that's one of the things. So Toastmasters, it's a lot of fun. So that's coming up. So every other Wednesday, you guys meet. And if you become a member, you have a very small due schedule. So don't fear that it's like, I can't afford that. I've got to, pay for my house. It's none of that. So very reasonable, very simple, fair fee schedule.
It's $50 every 6 months. It's short money for such an incredible learning opportunity.
Right. Now, what if I want to just come once? I can only come once a month, maybe, and once every 2 months. Is that okay?
Absolutely. We have some folks that drop in twice a year because one woman, she travels globally.
Yeah.
So she'll drop in twice a year, and we love when she stops by. She is a grammarian as a teacher. So she gives us wonderful feedback.
Yeah, she was there when I was there, and just unbelievable the little things that we all do. So
and so many walks of life, so many different people in this meeting. We have musicians, we have teachers, we have business owners, homemakers. Hans who works here.
Hans, who does everything, basically. And so it's great. So Toastmasters. Now, there's also information. You have a website.
Yes.
And what is that?
That is, I'm going to have to
look it up. You may certainly look it up there.
I have to.
Oh, now I'm making her put on the glasses, too.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's that thing. Our website is mwbtm.toastmastersclubs.org, and that stands for Mount Washington Valley Toastmasters. .toastmastersclubs.org, or you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/MWBTM.
There you go. And you can probably Google it, too.
You can, yes.
We all like to Google things anyway. Just
we do.
Kind of out of fun. Oh, look, you had it written on this piece of paper, too. Oh, that's so.
I know.
So the open house, that's coming up on October 18th, 6 to 8 p.m. At the Granite State College. Do you need to pre-register or anything, or just show up?
Just show up. Just show up, and on our website or on Facebook, if you have any questions, message, and Megan will get back to you on Facebook quickly, and Deb will get back to you from our website.
Now, what if somebody thinks they're going to be a little late? Is that okay?
Yes. that's okay. Just traipse in the back and
There you
have
go.
a seat, and we will welcome you warmly when we have the opportunity.
Absolutely. So the open house, what a great opportunity to be able to find out everything that Toastmasters is all about. So, Andrea, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Do you want to shout out to anybody today?
Oh, I do. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Andrea's mom. How are you? And all right, so Andrea, thanks so much for coming by. Definitely check out the Toastmasters. And right now, let's check out the Freiburg Fair.
It's the 2017 Freiburg Fair, Maine's Blue Ribbon Classic, Sunday, October 1st through Sunday, October 8th. Fair favorites include Woodsman's Field Day on Monday, harness racing Tuesday through Sunday, night shows Monday through Saturday with big acts like Tom Dixon, Eliminator KC, Cassidy Pope, High Valley, Motor Booty Affair with fireworks, and Michael Cleveland and Flamekeeper. Don't miss the Saturday Grand Parade and trophy presentations, plus daily pulls and scrambles, exhibition